So today I'm going to show you guys what items I take on a day trip when I go overlanding. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be discussing, or I'm going to be showing you the items I usually take on a day trip. Obviously, you always want to be over prepared when it comes to any time you go overlanding or off-roading or any type of trip, especially on your own. Even if you're not on your own, if, let's just say you're on a trail with a couple of people, you always want to pack not only for yourself to sustain your vehicle, but also sometimes I personally carry other items that might be helpful for the group, just in case somebody might not bring it. So one of the items first that I always bring is I carry everything as in a box as possible. So these front runner boxes are great. I'll show you what I have inside of it. Simple, easy. And when I talk about items that I bring, that's items that I bring outside what's already in the vehicle. Recovery boards, stuff, shovels and stuff like that's already in the car. But as far as loose items in boxes is what I normally bring. So I always bring a recovery strap, just in case. You never know when somebody might be in a bad position, or you put yourself in a bad position, you might need this. With that being said, you also need front and rear hooks. If you don't have that, obviously always carry a rear hitch as well. These are very come in handy. I've used them and they've got me out of bad situations. These products are by Rhino. With that also, I carry my high lift jack in the vehicle already, but I always carry one of these too to be able to grab it from the tire, because I don't have a aftermarket bumper where I can lift it from. At least I can lift it from the wheels. This comes in handy. Never had to use it just yet, but have it in my box. You also want to carry a set of D-rings, or if not, already have them put in your vehicle. I keep them off my vehicle just because I don't want them to get weathered and rusted. They're powder coated and have plastic on it, but hey, if we could keep it in the box, even better. But a good set of D-rings is good to have in your vehicle. I also have a set of ratchet straps. This is actually still brand new. Never had to use them. Never know when you're going to need some ratchet straps. These are 1 inch by 15. I mean, you never know when you might need a set of ratchet straps. But yeah, you never know when you might need a set of ratchet straps. So it's always good to have, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else, like I mentioned. One of the biggest things I do bring that's very important, you have to have a compressor. This one's a smaller Smittybilt. Works fine. Does take longer than bigger compressors, but I could keep everything in my box, in my front runner box. So I think for me, that becomes important. I forgot the size on this one, but it is their smaller one. As you guys can see here, it keeps everything intact. Whenever you're out, you want to air down, you want to make sure you air up. You don't want to be that guy that didn't bring a compressor on the trail and you have to air down or air up, or be that guy that didn't bring one and everybody has to wait until he uses somebody else's. So you're going to save a lot. You're going to save people about 10-15 minutes or so bringing your own compressor so that you can take care of it. So you never know. Again, maybe somebody's compressor goes out and they might need some air. At least you have one for them as well. So that's what's included in my front runner box. I always bring 2 chairs, one for myself, one with somebody else. Having a Land Cruiser, you know, we're blessed to have a tailgate, but always bring 2 chairs. I do have an awning, so that makes it easier. That's already on the vehicle. I do bring a toilet seat. I do have a kick-ass shower tent on the side of the vehicle as well. So if I ever need to use the restroom, or let's just say, even if it's a day trip and it's hot out there and we want to rinse off, we could, because we have the shower tent on the side of the vehicle by Kick-Ass, and we could just hose ourselves down with a water bottle or a shower bag or anything like that. Next thing is, on a day trip, a good ice chest is always good. So this ice chest here, I got it at Walmart. It's one of their heavy duty ones. It's their lifetime one. It's worked really well for day trips. If I go on a longer trip, then I go ahead and bring my ice cold refrigerator so that we don't have to be worrying about ice and stuff like that. But when it comes to like a day trip, you could always bring your fridge if you want. It's always nice. But if you just kind of want to stay away from having to power it up or bring it on board, at least you have an ice chest, a nice decent ice chest. So this is a good one. It's worked well. Always bring it on trips, and sometimes even on longer trips I bring it just for the refreshments and keep all my food dry in my refrigerator. Tools, I just bring a basic toolkit. Depending on the trip and depending on the trail, sometimes I bring a whole yellow container that contains bigger tools and bigger breaker bars, bigger ratchets, oils and stuff like that. You could always want to carry that as well, but at least carry a basic toolkit, or at least the tools that could take care of your vehicle. So I think that's a pro tip. Make sure you know your vehicle, know which the smallest wrench you're going to need or socket to the biggest wrench you might need or socket if you get in a bad situation on the trail. At least you have the smallest to the biggest. So know your vehicles is one of the biggest pro tips that I would give you. So yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as what I carry with me. So that's everything I bring on a day trip. I mean, you could always, don't forget the toilet paper. We have it here as well, and obviously a first aid kit and stuff like that, that's already in the vehicle. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of the basics of what I bring when I do a local trail or at least a day trip around my area. So other than that, stay tuned, keep watching. I'll do another video on what I bring as far as when it comes to a bigger trip. In that video, we will fill up the whole back end of the vehicle because we're gonna have we have to arrange sleeping, food, ice, fridge, everything, showers and water, fuel and all that. So I hope you guys appreciate this video. If you did, make sure to comment below, hit a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.